Welcome back to Good Morning Europe. Hungary detected its first case of swine fever among wild boar in the country's northeastern region back in April, and the virus is continuing to spread. Gabor Tanax reports.
These pigs in a Hungarian backyard are sentenced to die. Their owner plans to slaughter them before the swine flu epidemic arrives to the region. During the last month, the virus has spread within the wild boar population from the northeastern part of the country. According to the Hungarian authorities, so far the domestic animals were not infected, but more than 5,000 animals were killed off as a safety measure.
We follow the principle that safety comes first. When the veterinary authority perceives the slightest risk, the stock in question will be exterminated. So this decision is taken based on suspicion, and we ordered the extermination of 5,300 pigs already.
Although the Food Chain Supervisory Authority says that the virus has not entered the domestic stock, this man living in infected territory in the eastern part of the country lost his pig in 2 days to an illness starting with high fever.
That's where my pig died. We pulled it out here and cut it up, and the veterinarian said, well, that's it, that's the swine flu.
Most of the pigs in the village are gone. These two are survivors. Their owner also had a brush with the same sort of disease, working at the municipality's pig farm.
I called the vet, he had a look at it. He said that was the swine flu. They took samples and sent them to Budapest. Results came back, and in a few days we had to exterminate the rest of the pigs.
The authorities say several diseases have similar symptoms, and all the samples were negative so far. According to leaked documents from the Ministry of Agriculture, the authorities think that completely erasing small-scale household pig farming would be the safest solution. So far, the plan was not carried out. Critics say the government doesn't want to take a popularity hit before the local elections. Owners are unable to fulfill the safety measures imposed by the authorities, but losing these animals is a huge loss for them.
Well, it does affect me, because that pig supplemented the food of the family. Well, it would have, it won't now, since it's gone. I don't know how are we going to manage, since food prices and the shops are rising all the time.
Locals also talk about the large-scale pig farms in the region with over 10,000 pigs killed off by the authorities. We try to confirm this information with the owners of the facilities, but they all refuse to comment. The local community raised a few pigs here behind me, and those were the first to be taken by the authorities. People are upset about losing their property, and they are really afraid to talk because they are waiting for a compensation from the Hungarian state. Hungary can take no risks for these people because the whole Hungarian pork export and 300,000 jobs are hanging in the balance. Gábor Tanács, Euronews, Tiszabura.